Grab a seat. Let's talk. Republicans lose another election, the Miami mayoral race. A Democrat won for the first time in almost 30 years. It was an open seat as the previous mayor, Francis Suarez, decided not to run. And he made around $5 million during his 8 years in office. The big city mayors and members of Congress sure do know how to use their offices to get rich. The corruption is out of control right now. This is just another sign that Republicans are going to get killed in next year's elections. And they know they only have 1 year left with control of the House, Senate, and the White House. So what are they doing with their majority in Congress? Nothing. And they don't even know how to message the one thing they had gotten done, the one big beautiful bill. I got a text poll asking me what I liked most about the bill. I'm sorry, but the no taxes on tips isn't going to save Republicans. Most Americans don't work off tips, and inflation and affordability is so high, it doesn't matter anyway. Republicans are once again squandering their trifecta. Do something. You only have 1 year left. We know you're going to lose the majority, so do something big while you still can. And please, please make it America first for once. Now, I did have something actually get me excited as we go into the new year. The college football playoffs. Seeing Indiana, Tulane, and James Madison in the playoffs has me really wanting to watch. The college football playoff is what the American economy could be. Now, before NIL, it was just 4 or 5 teams competing for the national championship every year. Once NIL was implemented, it was now a true free market where everyone was able to pay players, and it changed everything. You have teams like Indiana, historically one of the worst football teams, becoming the #1 seed in 2 years' time. They can now compete on an equal playing field. The U.S. right now is pre-NIL college football. If we got rid of so many of these protectionist policies, regulatory capture, and bureaucracy in America that protect the largest corporations and the few private equity companies that own everything, and got back to being a truly free market within our own borders that has easy barriers to entry, the competition would be a breath of fresh air for this country. Competition would lower costs for consumers and raise wages for workers and people who run their own small businesses. We have to get back to a true free market before it's too late. The younger generation continues to have a less and less favorable view on capitalism every year. So let's get it done. Speaking of the youngest generation, Australia has now banned social media for children under 16. Should the U.S. do the same? As a state senator in Montana, I know there will be legislation introduced all around the country to do this beginning of the year when all these state legislatures go into session. Now, I personally think it should be on the parents to decide what is best for their children and not the government. But I also believe there should be a lot of consumer protections when it comes to products that can have such a major impact on mental health and that collect data on minors. We should focus on more of those protections rather than an outright ban. So educate yourself on the dangers of social media for youth. There is a lot of them. And make those decisions on your own on how we want to raise our children. We have to stop deferring to the government to parent our children. And on the topic of social media, remember when the government was so concerned with Chinese ownership of TikTok and the fear of foreign influence on the U.S.? Well, now Saudi Arabia and Qatar are making bids to buy up U.S. media companies. Right now, they're financing Paramount's bid to buy Warner Brothers, and the federal government is going to let it happen, if not facilitate it. The foreign influence over the U.S. right now is out of control. Where is Congress to slow down all the foreign influence? Oh yeah, they're getting paid off through super PAC donations and busy profiting off the stock trades from the deals. We have to stop letting all these foreign countries and foreign companies have so much influence just because they pay well. We shouldn't be selling off our country. See you tomorrow.